skinny on it. Get out. Stormy, rainy days are my favorite. They have been ever since I was a little girl. Anytime there was a storm coming, down the hill I went to my granny's house. You see, Granny, to my knowledge, only had one weakness, and that was thunderstorms. The time I spent at my grandmother's, her name was Bonnie Abernathy, and the lessons learned from her will be with me for the rest of my life. Granny was a strong-willed, independent, and eccentric woman who helped me shape me into the person I am today. If you were to ask anyone that knew my grandmother what her biggest strength was, they would say how strong-willed she was. Once she got an idea into her head, she would stop at nothing to realize it. No project was too big for her 4'9" frame. Whatever the case, you knew better than to try and get in her way. Granny would tell me stories as we listened to the thunder, and I knew I wanted to be as strong-willed as she was. The older I got, the more like her I became. My grandfather passed away long before I was born. My grandmother never held a job outside the home and never relied on anyone to support her after my grandfather passed. Granny was, and still is, the most independent woman I have ever known. She had cows to provide milk, cheese, and meat. She had chicken for eggs and a garden for her vegetables. Granny would sell her milk, cheese, and eggs for income. People would come from miles around to buy one of her apple turnovers. I learned how to milk a cow, and on those rainy days, well, there was no better time to churn milk for butter or shell peas from the garden. She always stressed the importance of being not only self-sufficient, but independent as well. Now, where should I begin about Granny's eccentricity? Let's see. Let's just say that her fashion sense fit her personality. On any given day, she could be seen in a multitude of colors. Orange sweatpants, purple socks, pink shoes, green shirt, and a long-sleeve plaid shirt on top. Did I mention that was in the summer? This was her everyday style, no matter the occasion. She would even wear sweatpants under her dress as when she went to church. She said it didn't matter what she looked like as long as you were viewed as a good person. Granny's eccentricities flowed through every fiber of her being and were loved by all. I couldn't wait to get to her house most days to see what she was going to wear. I know she gifted me with this flair for to be eccentric more than anything else. Who else do you know that could rock this hair? Every time there's a thunderstorm, or really rainy day, it takes me back to my granny's house. Every storm brought new lessons learned and new discoveries were made about the woman she was. The person I was becoming was also taking shape with each storm that came and went. Granny Bonnie will always be a person I admire greatly due to the lessons learned from her and seeing what a strong-willed, independent, and eccentric woman she was.